and the acrobats.
Bernice! Elephants?
Now gather round, everybody, while we don't have much time.
I've been meaning to come by and see you, but I didn't want Brady to know.
Oh?
I'm proud of the boy, the way he's taking this job so seriously.
Yeah, that's just a little bit of an understatement.
Have you made your final decision on who gets the job?
Well, actually, Leland, I was just on my way back to the Emporium to speak with Gil and Brady. It hasn't been an easy decision, you know.
Don't make this hard, Earl. All decisions are easy when you lay them out in front of you and remember what the objectives are. You simply consider the alternatives in an orderly fashion.
Gillian and Brady aren't pawns on a chessboard, Leland. Believe me, there's a lot more going on here that, well, you just don't see.
Hey, would you stop it?
What?
You
Hey,
Excuse me.
Stop it.
Now what's come over the two of you? Stop
you
it. Get
mean
out here.
horrid
What
boy.
is going on?
Mr. Emerson, he was purposely putting that step stool in my way.
I did not.
Okay, stop, both of you. Stop. I want you both to know that I have made my decision. Now, I told you both from the start that I could only hire one of you, and since you both have done such splendid work, the decision's been fairly difficult. However, I have decided that Brady will have the job.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Phil, I want you to know that I really appreciate all the hard work you've put in these past few days. Thank you so much.
Sure, Mr. Emerson. Thanks for giving me a try. I guess I'll be seeing you.
I think you made the best possible decision, Earl. Brady, I hope you've learned something from this process. A man has to stand up to the task in front of him with a can-do attitude. He has to set his goals clearly in front and not let anything or anyone get in his way. Congratulations, son. You've conquered and won. And it doesn't hurt to be the mayor's nephew either.
Oh, Uncle Lee, please don't make too much of this. I mean, it's just a part-time job.
Nonsense. Every obstacle in life is a battle, and you've just claimed victory. Now stand up straight and hold yourself proud. Shoulders back, head up, now march. I'll speak with you later, Earl. Good day. Everyone, your attention. Your attention. That's better. Most of you know, about 6 months ago, my brother sent his son, Brady Marshall, to live with me.
Uncle Lee, we really don't need to go
For a year or two, while my brother and his wife took care of her elderly parents. They were also hoping Brady could acquire a higher level of education while living here for a time. On a more personal note, I believe they felt that Brady, being on the brink of manhood, would thrive underneath the influence of his uncle, who could make a man of him.
Uncle Lee, please.
Oh, Brady, is he going to announce what I think he is? This is so exciting.
Today, he's taken the first step at becoming a man. I think all of you know Brady has been competing for the part-time job at the Emporium. Earl Emerson has just chosen Brady for the job at Emerson's Emporium. And Brady, I would like to publicly say I'm proud of you. And this is the best Christmas present you could have ever given me.
Christmas? Uncle Lee, what does any of this have to possibly do with Christmas?
Brady, I only meant
Look,
that...
Uncle Lee, I'm really sorry, but this whole job thing is getting way out of hand. Hey, look, Gillian, I'm really sorry. This isn't what it looks like.
Congratulations, Brady. I'm sure you'll enjoy your new job.
Hey, Gillian, wait!
Wait, Brady, come back. Here, have a lollipop. I'm so happy for you. And me.
Okay, Uncle Lee, I'm sorry, but I've got to get something straight. I admire you, and I mean no disrespect. But the things you said remind me of what my folks always taught me. They taught me that God gave me everything I have, even the breath I take, so there's no cause for pride, especially when it comes to how we treat others and how we treat God.
Brady, you're talking foolishness. I've said nothing disrespectful about God. Why are you bringing God into this?
No, you haven't said anything about God at all. You see, when you know God, when you really see who He is, you get a pretty clear picture of who you are, and it makes you act different. I mean, Jesus was God's son, the king of the entire universe, and He died to pay the penalty for the sins of the world. He did it because He loves each and every one of us so much, and none of us could pay that price. Only He could do it.
Brady, I don't have time for a philosophical discussion right now. I don't much care for your cowering either. I think you missed the whole point here.
Sir, I think maybe you're missing my point. Just take Christmas. The whole idea of Christmas isn't what a great festival we can put on or what a great program we can organize. I mean, where I come from, we just gather together and sing Silent Night. And we say how thankful we are for the Lord Jesus Christ, his life and his death. We know who he is, the King of Kings, and we know he loves us no matter who we are. The whole point of Christmas is God's love for us so much, he sent his son as a baby. See, when I think of that, it makes me humble inside, Uncle Lee.
I don't mean to belittle your Christmas traditions, Brady, but right now, all of us have things we need to attend to. You were all rehearsing, correct? And Brady, you've got job responsibilities now, remember?
Back to business, Uncle Lee. Haven't you heard anything I've just said?
That's right, back to business. We spent enough time on this, and oh my goodness, we're way behind schedule. Go ahead and finish up the rehearsal.
Are you going to stay till the end of rehearsal?
Well, of course, it's part of my responsibilities.
Uncle Lee, try taking off your mayor hat when you listen next time. You might see or hear something you've never heard before. Something that has to do with your heart.
Song
Gil? I wasn't sure it was you.
Hey, Brady, how's it going?
Well, fine. I haven't seen you around lately.
Oh, I've been pretty busy.
Did you get a job?
Not yet.
Listen, I wanted to say that I'm really sorry I lost my temper with you and explained about all that stuff that Uncle said back
No
there.
need. I understand completely.
No, you don't. You're just jumping to conclusions just like you jump right into everything. You know, I don't always agree with everything Uncle says. Why is this such a big deal anyway? I mean, it's just a part-time job.
Maybe it's more to me than that. Did you ever think about that?
Come on, you're holding a grudge over what? A dinky little job to pay spare change for Christmas? Is that what?
Well, it must be nice to have the luxury of working for spare change, Brady Marshall. I wouldn't know.
Hey, Gil, I'm sorry. Would you just wait a minute? Gosh, doesn't matter what I say to her. It's never right. She always thinks I'm picking a fight. So much for may the best man win.
Hi, Brady. What you doing?
Oh, hi, Edith.
You're wasting your time, you know.
Wasting my time on what?
On trying to be friends with that Gillian person. She's so rough and tough. She doesn't need anybody.
Maybe.
Besides, she's probably leaving soon anyway.
Well, why do you say that?
Well, everyone knows her mother is sick, and with her family being so poor and no jobs around, I'm sure they have to leave soon.
But what about her father?
He died a few years ago, and her older brother went off to some big city to try to find a job. Her two sisters are pretty young, so I guess Gil thinks she has to be the man of the house.
Oh, that explains everything.
It sure does. I mean, the way she dresses and her hair, and she always seems like she wants to beat somebody up. Not ladylike at all.
Ladylike. Right, well,
I
excuse
know.
me, Edith.
Brady, my lollipop!
Oh, Pete's
You made me
sakes.
drop it on the ground! Where are you going? Brady!
There you go. Mr. Emerson?
Dad!
Hey, Mr. Emerson, are you here?
Right here, Brady. What's going on?
Hey, Mr. Emerson, I need to talk to you.
Dad, make him apologize to me.
Brady, wait a minute. I thought you were supposed to deliver this to the Blackwells.
I did, sir, but you see, something happened.
Now, Brady, you've been on the job for what, 2 or 3 days now? And you do great work, but now is not the time to get sloppy. Look around. We're only getting busier, not slower.
Dad, do something about this.
Edith, not now, please. What?
It's pickle juice.
Oh,
Put it in there.
please, just clean something, especially that.
Gross.
Oh,
All right, look, Mr. Emerson, I'm really sorry I didn't make the delivery. But why did you choose me for the job and not Gil?
well, it's not that I chose you over her. It's you both did great work, and well, why are you asking me this?
So you're saying that either of us could do the job and you would have no complaints?
Sure, I suppose.
I complain. Let me tell you. Yeah, you.
Mr. Emerson, do you know why Gil wanted this job so badly?
Oh, well, being that I'm on the town council, I have had the occasion to visit her family. I know her mother's very ill.
Then I'm sure you'll understand what I'm about to do.
What?
Mr. Emerson, I quit.
What?
Hello, Uncle Lee.
Brady,
I'd sort of like to talk to you. I mean, if now's not a good time, I can.
now sit.
All right, listen, I've got something to tell you, and I ask that you hear me out. See, I quit my job at the Emporium. I know this may be hard to understand.
Hard to understand? You're right, Brady. I don't understand dereliction of duty.
I get the feeling you already know about this.
Yes, a little bird told me all about it. A little bird with a big lollipop.
Edith. All right, look, Uncle Lee, Glee, I know you're mad at me, but if you just listen, I can explain why I quit.
I'm not in the mood for your excuses, Brady. You humiliated me in front of the whole town. You brought shame on the Marshall family name.
No, Uncle Lee, no, I haven't. See, my dad taught me to have courage to do the right things, no matter what other people think. I would never want to do anything to hurt you, but I know in my heart this is what God wanted me to do. I did the right thing.
You're gonna use God as your excuse again, Brady? Is that your idea of courage?
No, it's my idea of love. See, I love him enough to do what he tells me, but he loves me so much more. And he loves you too, Uncle Lee. That's what I was trying to say to you a couple of days ago when I told you to listen with your heart.
Enough! I don't have to stand here and listen to the feeble excuses of a mere boy. You're a quitter, Brady, and I've lost all respect for you. Get inside and go up to your room. Maybe in the cold light of the morning, you'll see who you really are. You're a quitter, and I'm bitterly disappointed in you as my nephew and as a man.
Leland? Leland? Are you there? Where is he? This is so odd. Leland? This isn't like him at all. I mean, the festival's about to begin and no one's here. I mean, this place is like a ghost town. Leland? Oh, Leland, there you are. I wanted to speak to you before the festival begins.
Hello, Earl.
Where is everyone? Is there a problem with the festival?
Thought I'd never hear myself say this, but the festival doesn't matter.
Oh. Is it Brady? Have you spoken with him?
Have I ever?
Well, you see, Leland, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. The boy told you he quit, didn't he?
Yes, he did. Earl, I care about that boy.
Of course you care about him. He's a fine boy. We all care about him. And, well, after what he did today, my admiration and respect for him has grown.
You respect him for quitting?
Leland, did he tell you why he quit?
No, I assumed. He said something about God's love and doing the right thing. I was extremely angry with him.
Leland, do you remember the other day in one of our town council meetings, we talked about the Parks family and possible ways to help them out?
I seem to recall Mrs. Parks is very ill and the family destitute. We raised some funds and you took some supplies out to them, right?
I did.
What does that have to do with Brady?
Okay. It was Gillian Parks who competed with Brady for the job at the Emporium. I had to choose between Gil and Brady, and, well, I knew the situation and should have been more sensitive, but I let myself succumb to some pressures at home. But when Brady found out why Gil needed the job so badly, he responded immediately. He came in and he quit. But first he made sure that I would hire Gil for the job. And I have, by the way.
Brady just handed his job to someone else. Why would he do that?
Because he has the love of God in his heart. Because he saw a way to help someone who had a much greater need than he did. Leland, he knew what God wanted him to do, and he did it. He did the right thing. You should be proud of him.
Don't say that, Earl. I'm not very proud of anything right now, especially myself. I said some inexcusable things to Brady earlier. I just don't know how to put things right.
Leland, In all the years I've known you, you have been very self-sufficient and aware of your surroundings. You run this town like you've run your entire life, with precision, very businesslike, on schedule. Is that a fair assessment?
I suppose so. Makes me sound rather mechanical.
But that's my point. You're not mechanical. God put a whole lot more inside of you than just nuts and bolts. I think since Brady's come to live with you, you realize that you actually have a heart. I think God's using Brady to show you some things in your life.
And I don't like what I see.
Okay, Leland, do you remember the other day after rehearsal, Brady mentioned something about seeing who God is and approaching him with an honest, humble heart? He said when you really see who God is, it changes you. You act different, and you respond to God, and you respond to the people around you differently.
Change has never been my strong suit. I've always been successful at doing things a certain way. I don't think I could change if I wanted to.
You can't! That's what I'm saying. Leland, the only way your heart is going to change is to give it to God and let Him change it. You tell me you don't like what you see when you look at yourself. Well, neither does God. Don't get me wrong. He loves you. He loves all of us. But until you bow before Him as Savior, He's not going to be living in your heart and changing it every day.
There's that word change again. You're beginning to sound a lot like your wife with all this talk of changes. What in the world?
Oh no, I think we found out where everyone went. Is that a horse? That's a horse.
Of all things, a horse.
A horse.
imagination and cooperation. Mayor Marshall, what did you think of our festival beginning?
Words fail me.
Oh, I know exactly what you mean. Why, this is the most exciting thing in this village for a long, long
Okay,
time.
Bernice, I know you wanted to add some changes to the festival and all, but don't you think this is just a little, well, over the top? I mean, where did you get that hat?
Do you like it, dear?
Well, okay, it's...
What? Isn't it a good color?
Well,
Oh, I was
the color
afraid of
is-
this. It clashes with the banners, doesn't it?
Bernice, I'm not talking about the banners or whatever that is, or glitter, or the color of your hat. It's just this whole thing is kind of turned into one big, well, extravaganza.
Well, of course it is, dear. Isn't it wonderful?
Okay, Bernice, what I'm trying to say is...
Let me handle this. Men, put down those banners.
Oh,
Yes, Bernice, they need to put down the banners, please.
Oh.
And for goodness sake, take off all the glitter and garland and riffraff.
Please.
I need you to gather with your families, and I need to speak with everyone, please. Is, Brady here somewhere? Good. I've been your mayor for 12 years now, and during that time, I have discharged my duties meticulously. I have organized and led the Christmas festival each year as though it were a tactical military exercise. The words from my own lips were, "I know what Christmas is to be about." That statement is not true. Certain other things have recently come to my attention regarding my behavior, things that are detrimental to the office I hold, and things that are destructive to the people I care about. Therefore, in light of all this, I am officially resigning as mayor, effective in 2 weeks. I will help organize an election for my successor.
Leland, when we talked about change earlier, this isn't what I had in mind.
oh no. It was the sequence, wasn't it? I never should have insisted on the sequence. You were right, Earl. I got carried away.
Bernice, that's not it.
Really?
It's not.
Yes, that's not it. As someone very close to me once said, it is the right thing to do. The same person also told me to listen with my heart. I respect and admire this person very much because he has courage and he has character.